Announce Pacific Coast Television, the voice of the coastside.
What's going on, guys? I'm Joshua.
And my name is Christal from Pacific Coast Television, and you're watching What's Hot Half Moon Bay.
The show that talks about the current events in Half Moon Bay.
But today it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about how to create an infographic.
What's an infographic, Christal?
It's a great question, Josh. An infographic is a representation of information in a graphic format designed to make the data easily understandable just at a glance. It can be pictures, drawings, or even paintings, along with the text to convey a message. Josh, can you start us off by telling us the first step in how to create an infographic?
Yes, I can. You're gonna want to first choose the right dimensions for your design. To just start it off, choose the design type from the website that you are using. These are the set of optimal dimensions for each graphic. Whether it's a social media post you're creating or a flyer that you're creating, or even more than that, you also want to pick the dimensions of the space that you are working in. So here's an example of what I mean. Like, if let's say you and me, we're talking about, television, the ratio is like 16 wide to 9 tall, or we're talking about high definition, it's 1920 by 1080 pixels. So Christal, can you take us into the next step?
Of course, Josh. The next step is going to be you're going to want to choose a background design. Different colors tell different stories. Colors and designs have distinguished meanings, which are necessary to be more appealing to your audience. You kind of want to aim for harmonious and complementary colors, such as purple and yellow. They instantly bring energy and life to your design. Green and red make positive emotions stronger and negative emotions weaker. For example, a Christmas tree, it has red and green, and during Christmas time, it makes you feel more excited and more positive. But going into the next step, it's going to be adding your elements. Josh, can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yes, I can, Christal. So the third step is, this is very important. Choose adding your elements in. So what that basically means is, your elements, your design might include the elements of, you got text, you got icons, you got photos, you got illustrations. So the thing about all these elements is that they all need to combine in such a way where it's visually appealing to the audience. It's like a team thing. But you don't want to be in a situation where your texts that you create are so big that it's overpowering your infograph. Like, what the heck?
No, definitely.
And you don't want to be in a situation where you create your text are too small and your audience is kind of like looking like, what the heck is this? Like, I can't see it. But adding photos into your infograph really make it pop out. Like, whoa, what is like that?
No, you're definitely right, Josh. Like, you're definitely right. But you also want to make sure you choose the right fonts. A font is a style of lettering. The look for your fonts have a huge impact on your design. The most common ones everyone knows are Times New Roman, which you use for writing letters, and Courier New is for writing scripts. But the most popular ideal fonts for writing an infographic are Roboto, Helvetica, and Arial. But also just don't be afraid to add your own style, a little razzle dazzle in your infographic design to make it really stand out. Now that we've explained the do's of how to create an effective infographic, Josh, can you explain the don'ts for infographics?
Yeah, I can. And one of the things you don't want to do is stuff your infographic with so much data and so much data, because then you want to keep it simple so your audience is able to read what you did and be able to understand the concept quickly and grasp it as quick as you can, because you don't and you want to also just stick with one topic. You don't want to have multiple topics going on.
No, definitely.
It's just going to be confusing for your audience. Going to be like, what the heck? I'm like confused. What am I reading? Which topic are we talking about? And
just as this one, like, look, it doesn't have too much going on. You have Pacific Coast right there. You have the Half Moon Bay right there. You have the skater, and you have its visually stating skate park right there and where to go. No, definitely.
Yeah, and like I would say the most important thing out of this list, I would say, is like,
Mhm.
you know, because infographics, it's all about telling a story to the audience, right? So you want to try with visuals and text. It's like you want to have that, you want to find that balance between the two. So then, because they work together, one can't do well without the other. So you
Yeah.
got to be able to, it's all about finding that balance so then the reader is able to look at your infographic and be able to understand the story that you're trying to tell. So it's about finding that balance. That's the one of the most important things I would say that in this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I feel like less is more, 'cause you don't want too much going on. But now that you guys know how to create an infographic, thanks to Pacific Coast Television and What's Hot Half Moon Bay, now you can make infographics just like this and this. But yeah, I just want to thank all the viewers for tuning in to another great episode of What's Hot Half Moon Bay. Again, my name is Christal.
And my name is Joshua, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Peace out.
Hello, world. Coastside, Pacifica. I'm